Hey guys, Jimmy here, and this is my unboxing and experience with the all-new 2016 MacBook Pro. This thing is really different from the old Retina MacBook Pro. I mean, look at it. It's space gray. Innovation. But for real, let's get into it. If you haven't noticed, the new MacBook Pro is thinner than the old Retina MacBook Pro. So, here's the 12-inch MacBook, here's the 11-inch MacBook Air, here's the new MacBook Pro. So first imagine this. You go home, open up your new MacBook Pro, and decide to sync some photos or music to your iPhone. So you reach for your charging cable, but you realize something. You can't plug it into your brand new and shiny computer. But if you do want to, you can dish out $20 to $25 to do it. This is the experience you'll get when you try to do anything with this new computer, because it only has two USB Type-C ports with Thunderbolt 3 support. But hey, anything for that space gray, right? Anyway, the backlit keyboard got changed to a style similar to the 12-inch MacBook. But the MacBook Pro uses improved butterfly switches. Since I use the 12-inch MacBook as my daily driver, I can tell you one thing. The keys on the MacBook Pro feel much better. Not as good as like the old MacBook Pros, but it gets the job done. The speakers are great. I thought the ones on the 12-inch MacBook were good, but the ones on this MacBook Pro are fantastic. It gets really loud if you push it. So here's a sound clip of what it sounds like when you're playing Unity by the Fat Rat. Now, the base model MacBook Pro comes with 256 gigabytes of SSD storage and the still standard 8 gigabytes of RAM. The screen resolution is 2560 by 1600. You know what that means. Super HD YouTube videos. But seriously, the screen can get really bright. 500 nits, I think. That's plenty enough to melt your eyeballs off. The webcam is still the same, nothing new here. The trackpad got way bigger by a lot. It's huge. I can fit my clenched fist within the borders of the trackpad. It's got the Force Touch trackpad similar to the 12-inch MacBook, but what I notice is it's a little less clicky than its younger brother. So this new MacBook Pro uses a 15-watt Skylake processor, not the new Krabby Patty Lake processors. In terms of processing power, they tie with the 2015 MacBook Pro, while providing better graphics. Overwatch is pretty playable at lower settings without really dipping below 30 FPS with the MacBook Pro's Iris 540 graphics. Video editing is pretty doable. I mean, this whole video was made on it. As for fan noise, it's never sounded like a jet engine, and when it does ramp up the fans, it's just a nice little hum. This thing has great battery life. Doing light tasks like watching YouTube videos, doing homework, watching lectures, and writing essays, this thing definitely lasts its stated 10 hours and then some. What Apple won't tell you though is the model without the touch bar has a bigger battery and less power hungry processor, which probably means battery life would be longer than the touch bar version. That's innovation. At $1,500, this thing costs a lot, but how overpriced is it? I compared it to the new XPS 13 and spec'd it out with a similar configuration to the MacBook Pro. And guess what? The Dell XPS 13 was only $100 cheaper. So when I say this piece of fruit metal is overpriced? Sorta. But not anywhere near what everyone else originally thought. Even if you compare it to the 2015 MacBook Pro, you'd see that given it an upgrade from 128 gigs to 256 gigs, you get exactly the same price as the new one. Then why not buy the new one with the improved updates? Do your research before actually picking a computer, guys. Now my overall impressions, with a Skylake i5 processor and Intel Iris 540 graphics, this thing won't play super intense games. The speakers are by far the best speakers I've heard come from a laptop, and the Force Touch trackpad works really well. The screen is so nice that you can tell how blandly average the 720p webcam is. The ports are definitely going to leave you dongling for more of them. It's a solid computer, one of the best computers out there for students due to its portability. The price tag, while competitive, is still high considering this is $1.5 grand and it's supposed to be a replacement for the MacBook Air, which is only 2/3 of the price. I'd recommend this if you don't mind adapters or adjusting to them, because honestly I think this is a great machine and it would be even better if the price was just a tiny bit lower. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what I can do to improve. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm new at this whole thing, you know. I just want to see where this takes me. Alright, thank you for your time, guys.